And we are back with more Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades edition. Last time we left off, we've beaten the first, seemingly non-tutorial boss, so we should be able to leave the High Wall of Lothric now. And, yeah, the big question is, like, what's beyond the wall? We know we're trying to get to the base in that there should be an Undead Settlement down there, according to a bandit dude that we rescued. I mean, we know that the Lords of Cinder have kind of gone out into the land, so we don't know where they are. Master's gloves. Terribly worn manchets. Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the raggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger. And also, that's a reminder that I don't think I've actually read the description of the armor that I'm currently wearing. Ah, dang it. Alright. Yeah, a terribly worn shirt for master's attire. Men are fond of weaving tales to explain the raggedness of their garb. My sixth sense warned me of danger, and I danced between flurries of blades, unscathed, but alas, my clothes went to tatters. Where is the weight here? Ooh, difference between 2 and 15. Yikes. And okay, so the gloves look at probably the same description, honestly. Yeah, alas, my clothes went to tatters. Okay. And the weight difference here is, yeah, between 0.3 and 4.8. So, I guess we'll keep our current stuff on. Although, yeah, we did go from 1.1 to 3.1 to the deserter trousers, but I guess that's fine. There is a debate to be had if I should equip my thief mask now, because we'll go from 5.8 to 2.1. But we do lose out on quite a bit of, current defense. Maybe once we get a full attire. But alright, let's go ahead and go back to Vort to the Boreal Valley, since that's both where we fought the boss and who the boss was. Which means I assume that the teleport points for the boss arenas will just be named after themselves now. Demon's Great Axe. This Great Axe, a favorite among demons, contains the strength of fire. Oh, dang it, I wish I could go back. It's like I couldn't tell if the demons harbor chaos or abhor chaos. Because in general, I'm kind of curious about... Chaos in general is still a fascinating element in these games, because it's like one of the few base elements that kind of comes up a lot, like next to the Abyss. It's like the Abyss, the Chaos, kind of whatever the Flame is, but it's like... That's what's interesting about the Chaos. It's like, you could see the Chaos as being the Flame, but not necessarily, because, you know, in Dark Souls 1, when you know, Lords, the Witch, was using Chaos to create Pyromancy. Peer over the cliff and hold up the banner. Okay. Well, there's Ray's banner. It's like a forest over there, but like a forest of spikes. Giant monastery, an ocean, and I assume that's probably the hamlet, or maybe that's the hamlet that we need to go to. Yes, there we go. That is a much tinier banner than I thought. Ooh. The Gargoyle Express. Demon Souls, Dark Souls, always transportation by Gargoyle. And as always, they're pretty polite about the whole thing. Alright, the Undead Settlement. So it's here that we need to deliver a ring. And that was to... somebody with a name that I'll recognize. I think it started with an L. And seemingly nothing else up here on the ramparts with us. Large soul of a deserted corpse. Okay. There's a drop down, no like ladder or anything. That's my poor throat. Apologies in advance if I sound a bit rough this recording, but ideally, hopefully I don't be too rough. I don't think those guys are friendly, but given that we're here to see some well, I guess it doesn't matter if they're friendly or not. The wolves have been let off the chain. Oh, they closed the door behind them. Hopefully, the person we're looking for isn't one of those people. Hello? Hello? The question is that person the person we're looking for, or an enemy? Okay, a loring skull. More of these weird witches from the intro. One of their like flame maidens or whatever it is, like.
Please grant me death. Undo my shackles.
A dude.
Oh, then it's true. A champion of Ash as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Njol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Sure.
Oh, I am honored, truly. I should be dead, yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Njol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Interesting. And hopefully not the token I'm going to kill everyone in your base person. But I'm going to take the gamble that they're the sorcerer trainer, because that's always been a thing. And I mean, I won't say no to more sorcery spells. Only slightly suspicious, but hopefully he kind of sheds light on these pilgrim, witch, whatever things. I'm very curious about that. Also, I did notice that it's Londor, but I do wonder if it's association with, like, you know, the ruins of New Londo. Or is it Londor from the first game? Like, yeah, I'm curious if there's a connection piece there. Wait, lady, wait. Are you friendly? Nope. Oh, yeah, actually, I want to try something here. There we go. Again, hopefully not the person we're looking for. Also strange that there's a bonfire so shortly after the first one. Huh. I thought I heard an arrow get fired, and... Oh, yeah, okay. So that... thing up there is alive. I wonder if it's going to be one of the... not giants, per se, but the same race that the Dragon Slayer Archer guy was in the first game. That is good fun. Noticing it takes up mana, but I figure I might as well try to get used to this, like, basically the parrying strike. Huh. Dude overgrown. Also, there's no way to get up over there, was there? Not seeing it. If there is a path, that is. A bit more linear than I've kind of expected. Oh, I guess I gotta cut it down. Okay, small leather shield. Some sort of charnel house. So we can roll through here. I'm going to assume an enemy, but I don't know for certain. Whoa! Okay. Did not expect this. I should probably drink a flask. Charcoal pine bundle? Okay. Charcoal pine bundle be... Okay, so that's fire, and the gold pine resin is lightning. Okay. That's why I just realized we never read the description on our Uchi katana. A unique katana characterized by the fine craftsmanship of an eastern land where it was forged. Finely sharpened blade cuts flesh like butter and causes bleeding, but breaks easily as a result. Okay, so low durability then. Okay, only 35 compared to 135. Yep, okay. That makes sense. Even my club that's 90. I would be able to get the first strike there. Okay, repair powder. We're gonna have another drink of the flask, given we are currently emberfied. Can we actually grab this? No, okay. I do wonder if that person in the middle is leading the ceremony or is victim to the ceremony. Okay, I'm disturbed at the random free mana, or not mana, free souls I'm getting. Okay, little dudes. We're already pretty low on health. Not great. So we did basically try to experiment a bit, and we are learning new area with new enemies. Loretta's bone. Oh. I think Loretta was who was supposed to deliver this to. Old human bone with several holes bored into it. I guess we should start stuff with them? Okay, worker garb. Got their attention at the very least. And I don't think the big one is friendly. In fact, I think it's time.
Oh, time. Come to me.
Okay, we can kind of. That is. I thought it was my staff, but it wasn't. Good. But nothing uniquely dropped. Tempted to retreat, but I think that's the most dangerous thing near that tree, so theoretically we can find a bonfire further down. It's strange to be the two other ones that were so close to each other, but then this one might be, or not this one, the next one might be quite far away. I got Big Greedy going for the extra hit there, but that's fine. Go. Oh. There we are. At the very least, plenty of souls. Estus shard, nice. Dang it, let my guard down slightly there. Okay, soul of an unknown traveler. Ember. Oh. Did I have 2 charges on my Ashen Estus flask? Because we totally took a drink to recharge our mana already. going through here. Not the most welcoming of abodes. Might have more of those small dudes, so we gotta be careful. Alright. Those things can come alive. Good to know. I wonder if we can target it from a safe distance. Not too great with all the bodies in the way. Okay, not targetable, so in theory... Ooh, I do not like this place. No siree, Bob. Okay, it does not open from this side. Playing a risky game here. What? How? Oh! I replenished a flask. How did I replenish a flask? Interesting. Okay, so this connects back up to the big tree. Also, I think we did technically get a homeward bone, which we should equip in worst case scenario. Tough call here. Oh! Okay. Some people coming out to greet us. I guess we can leave that be for right now. Take a peek over here. Like, we should be retreating. That is the wiser decision to be doing. Dang it. Totally flubbed that. Okay, camera lock's not working. Oh! Alright, that's on me, that's on me. Lose out on my bonus health, but that's fine. I definitely got too greedy. Okay, old lady's still over there. Okay, good. Can't tell basically with the shine. Okay, so it is just light reflecting. Non-item. Yep, wasn't ready for that. know there's another one. There it is. Ugh. These little dudes. Gotta wonder, like, once they're aggro, should I switch to magic? But I don't know if that would work. Alright, priority is to get our souls back and then beat a retreat. Alright, run! Probably shouldn't top off. Actually, maybe we should. Our goal right now is basically recovery of our souls. Gonna say, and that's it, but, what they doing? Aw, okay. There we go. Wish there was a way to kind of like... Actually, wait, there might be a way to snipe her from up here. Alright. It probably won't reach. Oh. Okay, now she is definitely coming. What? Is this a trap, or did she fall over dead somehow? Okay. Phew. And okay, yeah, she replenished one of my my flash charges. Interesting. So I wonder if it is just like certain enemies do that. It is nice that rolling into them can kind of interrupt them. I need to learn to be better at doing that. Okay, souls retrieved. Okay, worker gloves. I wonder if we can do anything with the well. Seemingly not. Again, a part of me is just like, alright, now it's the time that we retreat, right? But another part of me is just like, what if we didn't? What if we explored a bit more? There has to be a fire not too far from here, right? Right! Good. Okay, so you can target them before they activate. let's see what's down here in the charnel house. Okay, we know that we can't open it from that end. But obviously there's something boiling in there. Gotta be a bit careful that the dudes from above don't come down. Ooh, okay. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see if we can. Okay, good. Alright, we definitely need to use targeting lock on more here to make sure we don't get jump scared again. Aha! I see you guys. Alright, yeah, they're definitely gonna jump in my head if I let them. So let's try and disarm them as a trap. There we go. Alright, try to get at least one soul arrow off on these guys. Alright, cool. Oh, strangely didn't aggro the other one. I should try maybe rolling into them to... No. Okay, I don't see anything above me, so we shouldn't get, like, double jumped on. But okay, should be safe to proceed inside that house. Okay. Person just walked to their death, but alright. Okay, have healing at the ready, just in case. Alright. Not getting jumped on from up there. Aha! We are running low on mana though. Alright. Okay. Alright, bombs. Whew. A lot of bombs. That I didn't expect. Knock over those floating candles. Okay, no ambush. If anything, we're doing the ambushing from this side. Whoa. Okay, empty house. the lady in here. Okay. Giant guy with a hammer. Lady with her weird suppression maggot thing. Ooh, bust open this hole though. Oh, okay. That answers those questions. There we go. It's like, why don't they want to come outside? Hey. Hey, dude. There you are. Really, it's about this juncture that we should probably retreat. But I am just a bit curious about. Ooh, whip! Okay, she's still up there. So, another question emerges then. Okay, so yeah, this is like a part of town that's only accessible via this avenue. We're out of both flasks. Do wish there was a better way to deal with her, but we're out of mana. I know there's a dude that patrols down here. I don't want to accidentally run into trouble. Ooh. Alright, Titanic Shard. Howling Wind and Only Death, okay. I was a bit worried about getting pinned against that area if he was stronger than he looked. Okay. Might be here. Oh, okay. I should be a bit careful. We should retreat. We have a whip. Of which, actually, let's take a look at the whip here real quick. A leather whip that was never intended for use in combat. Of little use against armor and tough scales, but quite formidable against enemies with exposed skin. Skill, Impact. Strike from the left to evade shields and deal a stinging blow that temporarily slows down recovery. The shackles of bondage lie deep in the hearts of all humankind. Okay, required 16 dex, so we already got that basically for the Uchigatana. Okay, though. I also have enough for the rapier. A lightweight thrusting sword used in noble duels employing refined techniques. The primary attack of a thrusting sword is a series of stabs that renders foes vulnerable for a devastating final thrust. It can also attack with shield up. Skill, Stance. From Stance, use normal attack to backstep and execute a surprise attack, or a strong attack for consecutive thrusts. Okay. I mean, I'd probably take that over the rapier. We definitely want, basically... Well, actually, we should do... Yeah, we should put, maybe, the Sorcerer's Staff over here. Then rapier here? Okay, still have mobility. Okay, okay. But alright, yeah, we're gonna beat a bit of a retreat. It might be a bit, I don't want to say pointless per se, but a futile endeavor for a bit, but that should be fine. Yeah, so let's see here. Okay, so with this, definitely faster than in Dark Souls 2. Doesn't seem to gain too much from dual wielding. Yeah, definitely seems like more of a one-handed type weapon, which makes sense. Then... Oopsie, nope, did not. Wait, what? It only occurred to me now that the staff would have probably a special thing of its own. Skill, Steady Chant. Boosts the strength of sorceries for a short period. Works while equipped in either hand. Okay. Interesting little fancy thing there. I do wonder which path is, like, the correct path here, because they both seem to, like... I guess there is a bridge that does eventually connect the two of them. And if I had to take a guess, I'd probably head it towards that tower with the mysterious figure in it. But alright. Oh yeah, let's try out the rapier as well. Okay, get stamina back. And then... what caused me to do a bit of a backstep there? Because I didn't use the, okay. Huh. Ah, dang it. Did that again. Oh! Okay, so... that's doable without any, mana. See what you get done the same way. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. Maybe we should save the weapon techniques until... actually, yeah. We should save the weapon techniques until, like, after we deplete mana otherwise. Okay, okay. And I am going to keep referring it to as mana, even though I know it's, like, technically, what, like, focus points or whatever? But it's mana. It's a blue bar. In an RPG. It's mana. Call it whatever you like. It's mana. You know, we might as well get this free blood. I mean, not blood. Free souls. And we should also report back to the thief guy. Oh yeah, and take a look at our new apprentice dude. Alright, so, back to Firelight Shrine. The Castus. The fifth fighting weapons, Perseverance. Cross arms in front of the body to temporarily boost poise. Damage reduced or activated. Interesting. Alright. You, new dialogue?
Ooh, yet to give in, eh? Good. The Firekeeper must be twitching with delight. But what do you really know about these Lords of Cinder? These supposed legends? Let's take Aldrich, for one.
Story time.
A right and proper cleric. Only he developed a habit of devouring men. He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig, then softened into sludge. So they stuck him in the Cathedral of the Deep. And they made him a Lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might. Such as a lord, I suppose. But here I ask, do we have a sodding chance?
Interesting. So that's how he became Lord of the Deep and a big pile of ooze.
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs below the tower in the Undead Settlement. It was used to transport sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep. You should see where it leads, if you've the stones for it.
Okay, so probably our first actual Lord of Cinder we take down?
At the foot of Lothric Castle, an old path still runs.
That is a tower that we're already kind of headed towards. Alright, first we should break the bad news to the bandit man.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part, huh?
Give Luther's bone. Or actually, wait. Do you have anything I want to buy before I do this, just in case? I mean, I'm curious about the bandit's knife, but we'll probably find one naturally at some point. The hard leather stuff is still pretty heavy, so we're probably not going to end up using that compared to, like, the thief mask. The standard helmet seems to be more in line with the hard leather than the thief mask is. It's okay.
Do me a favor, give this a
Okay.
news.
Give her bone. Yes.
Heavens, she was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Aww.
You can keep the ring as... Goodbye. Oh, this place is a bore.
Okay. Now let's try talking to him again, see if he changes his dialogue now.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. You can keep the ring as...
Okay. Doesn't sell anything new from us giving him that, no.
Goodbye. Oh, this place.
Alright, let's upgrade our Estus flask.
Ah, well, Matt, tis good, tis what needs.
Alright. Reinforce. Yes. Cool. And then a lot. Five flasks, pretty nice. But mana's also pretty good too. Might be good to have a 4-2 split. Because we do use mana for some of the more troublesome enemies. Okay, okay. Can we reinforce the Uchikatana further? No, not yet.
Another matter. Infusing weapons.
Okay, so that's still the same. Which we can't infuse, can we? You can infuse Uchikatana, it says. A refined Uchikatana, a raw Uchikatana, or a fire Uchikatana, which... Okay, so they don't change like what they're saying here. I do wish they kind of gave a bit better summation of like what do they mean? Like the raw one does increase the physical damage by quite a bit. We lose guard stuff on there, but I mean I'm okay with that. Assuming guard doesn't impact the parry ability too much. And I wonder if I can like un-infuse something. Oh, this is tough. Especially since I don't know if I can, like, just buy another Uchikatana if it comes up. And I guess we could, like, experiment with the whip. But I do like whips. Experiment with that too. I wish I had more purchase options here. Yeah, that is a hardy damage upgrade. Going from... I'm trying to think. What's 138 plus 21 would be 159. It's weird that they don't tell me, like... I mean, Maybe I'll look up infusing weapon stuff or ask my soul's friend about, like, more details there, because I am curious if I can take it back if I do engage in that. And none of our stuff's broken. Yeah, okay.
Pretty be careful, I don't want to...
Alright. Oh, yeah. Our sorcerer friend should be around here somewhere. One of these tunnels. Okay. Actually, in hindsight. There we go. I'd imagine that he would be in, like, one of the side corners, honestly. Spellcasters tend to be very hermit-like, after all. Ah, here we go. Actually, we should probably have a shield on there for now.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame. And I never would have, had you not taken me into your service. I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Draw out true strength. What?
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, the magic of Londor is a far cry from the wonders of Vinheim. But I can teach you what I know. Perhaps, more importantly, I believe that I can help tease out your true strength. We pilgrims of Londor are keenly aware that those branded by the dark sign possess something quite special.
Beckon? I do wish I knew exactly what he meant.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, the magic of Londor is but I'm weep that though.
I do remember basically Vinheim, because that was I believe the magic blacksmith in Dark Souls 1 that was trapped in the ruins of New Londor was, or Londo. I believe he was from Vinheim.
Then shall we begin?
I was really hoping you'd...
Bearer of the dark sign, let your true strength shine.
What? No, I'm good for now, mister. I don't know if there's any drawback here where it's like, you get a free level up, but the entire game becomes harder. I'm like, okay, I don't know about that. Alright, as for the thing, okay, we already have Soul Arrow. This does mean, I guess allotment. There's no sense in allotting multiple of the same spell anymore. 13 for heavy. Costs 4 more FP though. That might be something worth, like, saving up for. We also know that magic weapons tends to be pretty good in some fights. But we'd have to allot it beforehand, though. So it's like, We do have enough, but barely. But we usually use our magic, like our soul stuff, for range attacks. Okay, well, we'll think on
As
that
I have
stuff.
said, but perhaps I'm a little wee bit though.
Okay.
Be safe, champion of Ash.
Alright. I do debate on bumping Int up to 13 to use Heavy Soul Arrow.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well. Then touch the dark egg nourishment.
Alright, if I were to do attunement... Okay, so we wouldn't even have enough to level up into a new attunement slot yet, so it's kind of a bit of a waste for right now. Although it does give... Oh yeah, increases FP max. But I still think Int would be better. And that if we get 13, we can get the Heavy Soul Arrow. But is Heavy Soul Arrow really worth it? Because, like... The one thing I wonder about with Heavy Soul Arrow is... For example, basically overkill. So if we're using this to really snipe down certain enemies from a distance, so dangerous enemies to engage in melee, sometimes it's like those the guys in cages. Right now we're hitting them with 3. We hit them with 3 because basically it's like 45%, 45%, and then for that last bit we don't finish off with melee, and so we end up using another spell. But then one argues, it's like, well then wouldn't Fair Dart be better because it's even more granular? But maybe it's less damage. It's tough. Oh, it's tough. And I mean, are we going full caster build? Again, I'm such a sucker for magic. Heck, our strength is basically only 11 right now. There's that 35 strength axe if we ever want to use it. And I mean, something to be said about maybe putting it into vigor and endurance. But I do feel that at least a spell would be good. And it makes sense to have that spell be the better spell than the not better spell. But again, it kind of depends on the math. It's like, do 2 soul arrows do more or less damage than a single heavy soul arrow? Because 2 soul arrows would be, what, 7 mana, 14. And a heavy soul arrow is 11. So if 1 heavy soul arrow is equivalent to 2, you're gaining a value of like 3 mana. And then like other question is like, do I put stuff in the face? Alright, well, we'll put it in intelligence. We'll try to get 13 to use heavy soul arrow. It's gonna be a factor at some point, just know it.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be sovereign.
Okay, and that's still repeat dialogue.
Farewell, may the...
Alright, 226 souls left. I should also, in theory, save up for the tower key at some point. But it's kind of one of those things that, like, by time we can actually afford it, it's going to be one of those things where it's like, at that point will be the relevant time to have it. So we shouldn't really rush that, I think. Alright, let's go ahead. Burn Undead Bone Shard. What? Wait, do I even have an Undead Bone Shard? If I do, does it tell me what it does? We have a Homeward Bone. We have a Lowering Skull. Okay. Alright, it should be fine. It should be fine. Alright, travel. Back to the Undead Settlement. Let's try to make a bit more progress. Let's not meander too much. We have limited time with these shorter recordings. So I definitely want to take the path that I took last time. So we're still going to avoid the bridge for right now. The bridge is closer to the tower, and that is where we're going. Alright. Cool. Yeah, I do wish I had a better vibe on how to tiny things more efficiently. Okay, cool. I don't think we'll take fall damage, right? Yeah, good. Let's take care of this guy. In hindsight, I don't think any of the merchants sell Titanite shards. I should keep an eye out for that. Okay, where is... Aha! Okay, he's from above. Just a lot of dead bodies. Alright, yet again, the usual crowd here. Still wonder what the best way to take the big target out is. Good. I mean, could have been better, but it's fine. Dang it. That too could have been better. Ouch. Okay, yeah. Don't like having the drink already, but some necessary sacrifices and all. Alright. No, there we go.
Cleanse the bastard's curse.
Both there we go, but we used up quite a bit. Alright, and just trying to clean up the dregs. Oh yeah, actually. Some of this does remind me. But I should look to see if we can't use the arrow. I mean, the bow. The bow and arrow. Let's see. Okay, it is usable. And that would be a nice sink for, like, leftover souls to just invest in arrows. I don't really use the shield all that much. So, yeah. Okay. We're still agile, but I do begin to worry about our weapon load. Okay, there's that guy. Also noticing Uchigatana's durability is not infinite. Okay, and then let's see here. Okay, we have the arrows equipped, it looks like. So in theory... Cool. Nice. Saves on mana and good damage too. We don't have a lot of arrows, but it's an option that's open to us now. Alright, let's go through over here. I do wonder what to do about all the weird charnel house horrors. Could have been worse. Damn. Figured that wasn't going to hit. I do wonder... Okay. No, we can't really go over here, but let's destroy a tiny bit of this stuff. No, basically, the guy over here is going to be a thing. Okay, good. Wait, oh. Okay, good. Phew. Okay. I know there's at least like 2 more jump scare dudes. Yep, there they are. Good. Alright, then these 2 over here, which... Yep. And then... Yep. Dang it. I thought I'd be able to dismiss that. That was a bit dumb on my part. Okay, bad. Take care of this tiny dude in here. Wow, I flubbed that. I didn't think you'd be hanging from the rafters, honestly. Get underneath. Okay, didn't think it would have that much flexibility. Oof, alright. How much damage did she take from these? Alright. Oh, did not mean that. That was further out. Okay, drink the mana potion. Probably drink a flask, even though this puts us at a bit of a disadvantage moving forward. Okay. Well, at least have some peace and quiet around here. Ooh, shiny lizard. But I dare not drop down into a potential trap. Let's play this careful. What do you got? Ooh, Titanic Shard. Good, good. Basically, I figure we'll keep upgrading the Uchigatana until Titanic Shards themselves get phased out. I don't know if the lizard would try running away when I'm close to it but through a wall. I'm a bit surprised no bonfire down here. But okay, it's kind of convinced me to take the roof path. Because it looks like it connects down over all the same. Ooh. Oh, bonfire. Excellent. Okay. Oh, dang it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Where does this path connect off to, though? Okay. Okay, it does seem to connect around. And obviously connects over there too. Okay, let's light this up. Probably okay to use it. Resets everything in exchange for replenishing our flasks. Now the question is, from the other side? Yes, okay. So this is probably the exit had we taken the other path, and maybe this is Golden Path then. A bit surprised though, since we're supposed to be getting to that tower, which is over that way. But this does connect back around, right? Alright, cool. Ouch. Even better had I not taken that grinding slam, but it's fine, it's fine. Nothing over here. Although it does make me wonder, can I, like... Nah, okay. I do wonder, though, again, if this is Golden Path, or this is an alternate path, or what? Because that one-way door raises questions, and, oh no. This is like, I recognize this. These are all the arrows that guy is firing. Now the question is this a boss arena? Okay, it wouldn't be a boss arena if there are dudes here. Thank you, good sir. Soul. Oh, okay. Pretty good aim, all things considered. Maybe had we taken the other path, we could have, like, disarmed him? I mean, it's getting us some free... Oh, okay, you are still alive. I thought you were dead. I can't tell if this guy is dangerous or not. Okay, that answers that. Oh, okay, so we gotta do a jump. And every time we fail, we do take some damage. Good to know. Ooh, great scythe. Nice. Obviously more stuff out there. Props to this guy for having a homing arrow. You can tell it is really trying to get me. Okay. It's seemingly calmed down. We can grab another thing. Young White Branch. Alright, well he's hammering the house. Let's go ahead and, oh yeah, I did buy a Fair and Dark. Okay. Great scythe. Attacks of this large scythe, normally used for crop harvesting, are effective at breaking past shields. The magnificent sharp curved blade instills fear in opponents. Perhaps it is a survival instinct at work. Skill, Neck Sweep. This attack aims for the scruff of a foe's neck, and when successful, functions as a headshot, inflicting heavy damage. Have my attention, and it requires 14 strength, so we might put our next level up into that. A reinforced club. We also picked up a white branch, though. I thought that would have been a catalyst. Ah, transform, blend into environment. Okay. I mean, alright, so if I use this. The question is, does he know? He does. He does. Alright, time to read our stuff a bit more while the house is yet again getting absolutely destroyed. Oh yeah, the worker trousers, which not as defensive, but lighter weight than our current stuff. Honestly, it might just look cooler in general. There we are, kind of a, you know, bit of a samurai look. Alright, time to grab another item. Four-pronged plow. Four-pronged plow. The four-pronged plow is shaped like a fist, and is a worker's tool in the Undead Settlement. Not originally intended for battle, but serves as a deadly weapon owing to its sharp points. Skill, charge. Hold spear at waist and charge at foe, only it is important to have good footing. Okay, seems to be 5 arrows until he kind of cools down a bit. Okay, another young white branch. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be one more. And then silence. Yay, okay. Okay, Ember. It's okay. It wasn't a direct hit. I got a bit greedy, but... I wonder if we can actually make it back to the fire. Alright. Safe to grab another goodie. Alright, Soul of a Desert or something. I'm trying to think. If we were to have a scythe, probably replace the rapier? But the rapier does have thrust damage. We don't really have a lot of thrust damage. Okay. Yeah, because like the whip is also slash. That'd be slash. Alright, let's... Dang it, I can't even read that. Whew. Okay, we're gonna do before going any further. We're going to retreat back to the bonfire. We are going to teleport back to the shrine. Go ahead and get a level up in there. And we're going to go then to the island here to see if, like, this doesn't wrap around. Because there might be goodies inside. Or it might be a way to, like, disarm the giant, honestly. But I kind of doubt that, but it might be a thing. Dragon Slayer Axe. Axe favored by Kraton the Wanderer, infamous deserter of the Knights of Mira. Call Dragon Slayer Axe for the lightning that pulsates within its blade. Alright. 4,000. I don't think we picked up enough, Titanite shards.
Just good. What neat.
For reinforcing the Uji Katana. No, we did not. Okay, we're halfway there, though.
Pretty be careful. I don't want it.
Alright, and then... Yeah, let's level up. Let's double check things here real quick. Okay. Alright, so the scythe, yeah, 14 strength. Which I think we had 11 strength.
Speak. Very well, then take no.
Alright. Oh, only have enough for one level. Whew. Oh man, the price of leveling definitely is increasing. Yeah, wooden strength.
Farewell, I may the fleet.
And then, with our leftover souls, there is something to be said about saving, but I'm curious how many arrows we can buy. Alright, wood arrow. 283. Not bad at all. We don't have any of those, so our current arrows that we're using are not this type. But that's fine.
Ashen one.
Okay. Okay, only a damage difference of 15. Okay, we'll put wood arrow there. Okay. This should be good to go hunting. Alright, back to the Undead Settlement. We're almost at time for today, but kind of hoping that we can use the remaining bit of time to explore the little ramshackle house fortress thing across the bridge. Because like I said, I think it probably connects over. That's my theory. Okay, there's Farmer Man. I guess actually there's a giant canyon in between even the fortress house and all. Okay. Good. There we go. And get stamina back. I do wonder if there's kind of a way I can get over there without aggroing all the campfire residents here. Seemingly it's fine, but I do wonder if a bell or alarm is going to go off, and then suddenly I'm fighting a horde. Okay, so far so good. Be careful of these little dudes. Hello. Oh, a double hello. Rubbish. Large soul of a deserted corpse. Hello. Oh, okay. Does this open? Okay. A drink, just in case this is a trap. Okay, Katie's round shield. Oh, there we are. Dang it. Ah. Dang it. Gotta make sure I'm not walking off to my death. There we go. Interesting, this connects over actually to a part of the town that the other path didn't take us to. Oh! There's a middle aisle between where we were in this area. Okay. Alright, I do not trust you guys now to get blown up. Yep, there we go. Seriously, Witch Lady? Come on. That's better-ish. Come on, over here. That's what I was waiting for. I saw another one, but actually... Alright, we are out of range to them. Try to readjust here. Okay, we are going slowly backing up onto a bridge. Or off the bridge, I should say. There we go. And probably do the same for these two fine ladies. Okay. I expected more drop off from the arrow, but it's more of a flying straight. Got plenty of arrows, we're learning. Cool. Okay, a tiny bit to the right. Okay, yet again we're kind of backing off the bridge. Okay. That said, I don't necessarily trust that there are no others around. Oop, hello. Nope. Gladly do this until you either go through the door or get away from the door. And even if you get away from the door, I'm still going to do it. Okay, excellent. Wrong button. There we go. Normal, non-aggressive undead. Okay, there's our good friendly archer still. This is not exactly the path that I thought this would be going down. I just kind of wonder, is there any way to get inside these houses? Or like up there? Okay, not seeing anything obvious. I do wonder if I should kill them right now in case they start trouble, but it should be okay. We're at a comfortable enough level where I don't think it's necessary. Watch me eat those words if they all of a sudden start rushing at me. Totally dropped down into a bowl. That's the tower we need to get to. Another big lady. I'm fascinated that this is like a kind of a different area. But the implication is still that, like, yeah, because there's the hindsight, I should maybe not stand near there. But there's a arrow-laden battlefield. So in theory, inside these houses and downward should be the other side of that gate we couldn't get through. Ooh. Okay, fire clutch ring. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any, like... Because we should be right above the bridge? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but how do we get inside this structure? And I guess a big question is... And I guess it does all just connect on over. I know those ladies have pretty good vision. Although I guess... Oh. I mean, I say uh-oh, but... There we go. Alright, now, we don't have the bow ready. Much cheaper than mana. Cool. Okay, let's see if we can't snipe the dog. Should probably say wolf. They're not friendly like dogs, and they're also zombies. Dang it. Ugh. Okay, that was just complete whiff. Glad it didn't aggro any of the other dudes. Now the question is, does this thing only open for the other end? Because if it does, then we know we should go back through the arrow-laden battlefield at some point to see what's inside. Great curse-ridden tree ahead. A transposing kiln lies within the belly. Interesting. Let's hold off on that just for a tiny bit. Hold on, I'm gonna mute real quick while I clear my throat. Alright, I think better. Ooh, okay. Here might be the connecting door. Alright, none of those guys are ready to start stuff with us. Okay. Rats. No! Wrong button. Of all the ways to go, that was not how I thought it would be. Alright, we're gonna try and get back there again. Not about to give up on that. We're gonna be a bit on the hasty side, but that should be okay. Good. Alright, just ignore these guys here. Okay. They're a bit bugging out, but that's fine. Stamina back. The bow ready. Cool. Come on. Excellent. Then yeah, we should snipe them again. Be good practice, see if I learned anything. Seemingly I did. More. Wait, no. Keep the bow and arrow ready, because this guy... Alright. Not my best shot. Lure him this way. Come on, target lock, come on. There we go. Do strong arrow attack? No, okay, so that's like other arrows. Okay, good, good. In hindsight, if I were to go down there, what would be down there? Let's not risk it. We do have actual souls to try and recoup here. And we are up against a timer. Yeah, let's not pick unnecessary fights. Get our flask at the ready. Alright, this time, slice and dicing some rats. There we go, much better, and it makes my previous death all the more embarrassing. Casket, excellent. I am disturbed at the fog over here. Oh. Oh, I think I see a big old rat, maybe. Bloodbite ring? Which in hindsight, actually, we only have like one ring equipped. We have quite a few. Okay, bleed resistance, increased fire attack, but compromises damage absorption. Okay. And increases damage absorption when HP is low. Alright, we'll go with basically Bloodbite and whoopsie. Blue Tear Stone for right now. Okay. Seemingly no additional secret. There we go, though. Alright, we have a shortcut open now between these two areas. Probably a good place to call it. I say, but I'm so tempted to check out that tree, but no, we should be good, we should be good. Although I do want to get that shiny lizard. Oh, I forgot it's up there, we can't get to it. Boo. Boo. Alright, let's go back to Firelink Shrine, and we'll basically, that's what we'll call it. One of these recordings I'm going to end actually around an hour and a half, one of them, but we're getting into the game, so I want to kind of enjoy things while I can. Alright.
Welcome home, speak. Very well.
Level up.
Then take no.
Yeah, let's work our way towards the necessary strength first.
Farewell, maid of.
Which still isn't enough, if I recall, to actually equip the scythe yet. Yeah, not yet.
Ow.
Not really any good item to buy for 1,000. Which will mean that arrows will be the likely candidate. But just want to check real quick.
Ah, tis good. What neat.
Okay, no, not infuse. Reinforce. Okay, we're still at the halfway mark.
Pretty I don't.
You doing okay?
Heavens, she was already dead.
Curl up.
Heavens. Heavens.
Huh, he doesn't want to sell anything anymore. Okay. Don't go all psycho killer on me, little dude. I need you to keep your wits about you. If I recall correctly, a heavy soul arrow was 2,000? Yeah, 2,000. Okay.
As I have said, but I'm a wee bit though. Be safe.
Nothing new there. Okay. Must be enemies outside the wall. But yeah, I guess we'll just invest in more arrows. Wait, I don't know why I started flipping through these, but whatever. Alright. Bam!
Ashen one.
Alright, excellent. Okay, we made some good progress. Sadly, no, like, boss or anything, but, you know, we've explored quite a bit of the Undead Settlement. Wait a minute. Is there a Lord of Ash here? Bloodlet the Exiled. Hello?
O thou unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver. No need to be coy. Have a closer look. Listen, this might pique thine interest. Before I was a Lord of Cinder, I was a student of transposition, the process of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. A forbidden art that once left a foul stain upon Corland's honor. 'Tis an art that grants powers once thought unattainable. Most transposing kilns were lost with Corland, but this place is a crossing for all manner of cursed objects. If thou happenst upon a transposing kiln, bring it to me, quick. Listen, before the
Okay.
Now, do not be away overlong.
Kind of fascinated in that, like, I think that tree description, or the writing we came across, mentioned a kiln in the belly of the whatever. Also, I admit, the fact that he's wearing a crown like that, and we ended Dark Souls 2 with a crown like that, my head canon right now is just like, that's what ended with my character. They just became one of the Lords of Cinder. And somehow I guess a Master of Transposition. Or maybe I was that before, I don't know. Just fun headcanon. But alright. Let's go ahead and call it here for today. Like I said, we made some good progress. I am very curious where things are going to go. Could have made better progress with another boss fight, but I got a feeling it's probably coming up very shortly. Like, there's both the guy shooting stuff at me, and I do wonder if the cursed tree or not is going to be either a boss or maybe something connected to the chaos, because the chaos has always been like a weird fire tree thing. So, curious. But alright, those are mysteries for another time. Until then, later.